Hey, hello, and welcome back to the Hubbard Family History Channel covering the Hubbard family clan of Clay County, Kentucky. We plan to cover in this series of videos, which we're up to, this is number 43, I think, from pre-800 Viking times to today, 2024, over 1,200 years of Hubbard family history. This week, we'll continue looking at our mother's side, Edith Centers. We're going to be going back to the 13th generation, and to be honest, since started this video almost a year ago, a lot more information has come to light about the Centers family, so this is going to take a while. In fact, 13th generation back, our 11th great-great-grandparents is going to cover 3 videos, so that's just have to bear with me. So let's go ahead and watch that pre-recorded video, part 1 of the 13th generation back. Okay, we're going to get started here, and I'm going to have to kind of open these as we go. It gets so spread out that it makes it almost impossible to track. But John Center, his father was Gregorius Center, and again, it's all spelled with an S. So he was born in 1580 in England and died in 1624 in England, so pretty young. His wife was Joanna Center, born 1578 in Cheshire, England, died in 1625, so she died pretty young herself. John Center's wife, Sarah Whedon, her father was Edward Richard Whedon, born in 1613 in Suffolk, England, and died in 1679 in Massachusetts. His wife was Elizabeth Whedon Cole. She's born in 1621 in England, died in 1696 in Boston. John Todd, his father was John Wheel Tudor Todd, born in 1594 in Yorkshire, England, died in 1656 in Massachusetts. His wife was Mary Margaret Greenleaf, born in 1600 in the Isle of Wight in England, and died in 1651 in Massachusetts. John's wife was Mary Margaret Greenleaf, born in 1600 in the Isle of Wight, and died in 1651 in Middlesex, Massachusetts. We didn't have any information on John's wife, Susanna Hunt. James Markham, his father was Captain John Gervase Markham, Cotham, England, born 1567, died in 1610, again in his 40s. Captain John's wife was Anne Agnes Warburton, born in 1565 in England, died in 1607 in England. We didn't have any further information on his wife, Martha. No further information on William Harris. His wife, Edith Bly, her father was Ensign Thomas Bly, born in 1570 in Cornwall, England, died in 1624 in Cornwall, England, so he's only 54. His wife was Jane Pinkaville, born in 1574 in Cornwall, and died in 1637 in Cornwall, England. Sir Darby McCarty, his father was Donald Lord Mount McCarty. No information on his birth or death. His wife was Christine Kavanagh, born in 1625 in Ireland, died in 1658 in England. Sir Darby's wife, Hannah, her father was John Livingston Boggs, born in 1622 in Scotland, and died in 1685 in Rhode Island. His wife was Mary Elizabeth Haverdy, born in 1630 in Ireland, and died in 1685 in Ireland. And we go to John Williams. His father was Jonathan Williams. That's all we know about him, Jonathan Henry Williams. His wife was Elizabeth Ann Whitley, born in 1610 in the Isle of Wight and died in 1691 in the Isle of Wight in Virginia. So she was 81 there. John's wife, Agnes, or Anna. Her father was Dr. John Douglas Alcock, and that's really about all we know about him. His name. His wife was Sarah Ann Palgrave, born in 1621 in England and died in 1665 in Massachusetts. So didn't live too long, 44 years old. Then we go on to Johannes Zirkel. Excuse me. His father was George Conrad Cantor Zirkel, born in 1600 in Baden-Württemberg, Germany, died in 1672 in Germany. His wife was Barbara Herzl, born in 1616 in the Holy Roman Empire of Germany and died in 1686 at 70 in Germany. Johannes' wife, we have no information further on her. John Mills, Myhill Mills, we have no information on his father. His mother was Joan Evar Tribe, born in 1601 in Surrey, England, died in 1660 in England. John Mills' wife, Susan Chaplin, her father was Padraig Chaplin, born in 1586 in Ireland and died in 1632 in same town in Ireland. His wife was Susanna Pope, born in 1585 in Clare County, Ireland, and died in 1675, so she lived to be 90. And we go on to James Cruz. His parents were Robert Cruz, born in 1577 in Somerset, England, died in 1625 in London, England. His wife was Elizabeth Tempest, born 1587 in London, died in 1624, so only 37 years old. James Cruz's wife, Elizabeth Williams, her father was William Williams, born in 1600 and in England, died in 1675 in Virginia, so 75 years old when he passed, and his wife was Joanne Francis, and that's basically all we know about her as far as birth or death. Nicholas Gatley, his father was William Gatley, born in 1610 in England, died about 1701 in England, so 91 years old. His wife, Catherine Williams, born in 1610 in England, died in 1670 in the United States in Virginia, so he lived just to be 60. Nicholas Gatley's wife, Sarah Osborne, her father was John Osborne, born in 1628 in Kent, England, died in 1687 in New York. And he was married to Miriam Hand, and that's unfortunately all we know about her. Anthony Benford, his father was Joseph Benford, and that's all we know is his name. His mother was Nancy Sneed Legrand, born in 1625 in England, died in Charles City, Virginia in 1680. Anthony Benford's wife, Suzanne Chapel, her father was John Henry Thomas Chapel. He was born in 1611 in Kent, England, died in 1658 in Charles City, Virginia, so he only lived to be 47. His wife was Mary Sarah Bannister, born in 1615 in Charles City, Virginia, and died in 1662, at the age of 47 there in Charles City, Virginia. Then we come to Hugh Coffey. His father was Hugh Coffey O'Cabbath, born in 1575 in Ireland and died in 1630 in Ireland. His wife was Anne Quayle, born in 1574 in Cork, Ireland, and died in 1649 in Ireland. We don't have any information on Hugh Coffey's wife. John Jolliffe, we don't have any information on his, oh yeah we do, I'm sorry. His father was John Jolliffe, born in 1525 in England, died in 1609 in England, and he was married to Margaret Ranchi, born in 1538 in England, and died in 1578, so at 40 years old. John's wife, Margaret Manwaring, her father was Edward Whitmore Manwaring, born in 1557 in England and died in 1647, so 90 years old in England. And his wife, all we know about her name was Jane Nestor. Then we go to William Powell. We don't have any information on his parents. His wife, Maisel, we know that her father was Dr. Danville de Gorsuch, son of William Reverend, and it goes on there. He was born in 1569 in Middlesex, now London, England, and died in 1638 in England. His wife was Alice Hall, and she was born on Christmas Day, 1574 in England, and died in 1663 in England. So she was 89. Pretty good for that time, pretty good for today. Then we go to Francis Place. His father was Rowland Place, born in 1574 in England and died in 1676, so 102 years old, if that's correct, died there in England. So another century mark there, Nick. Catherine Katie Wise was his wife, born in 1590 in London, died in 1679 in Oxfordshire, England, so she was 89. Francis Place's wife, Elizabeth Ann Williamson. Her parents were Sir Richard Williamson. That's all we have is his name, but some more royalty there. His wife was Margaret Jane Sherwood, born in 1593 in London. Died in 1670 in Virginia. And we come over to Rear Admiral Graves, Thomas Graves. His father was Captain Thomas Nathaniel Graves. He was a member of the first House of Burgess, so he was in the legislature. Born in 1556 in England, died in 1637 in England. He was married to Joan Blagrove, born in 1560 in Lambert, England, and died in 1620 in the same town there. And we go to Admiral Graves' wife, Catherine. Her father was Joseph Raleigh Croshaw. He's an Indian fighter, it says, born in 1535 or 1570 and died in 1624 in Virginia, born in England. His wife was Joan Belame, born in 1538 in England, died in 1620 in England, so she was 82. And we go to Sir John Davenport. His parents were Henry Alderman, and he was an alderman and mayor of Coventry. That's all we know about him. We don't have any birth date. His wife was Winifred Barnaby. direct descendant of Edward III, so that's some pretty hefty royalty there. Born 1565 in Warwick, England, died in 1597, so she died at 32 years old. Sir Davenport's wife there, Elizabeth Woolley. Her father was Ralph Woolley, that's all he knows his name. Married to Margaret Woolley, born in 1577 in Worcestershire, England, died in 1630 in England. Then we go to Ralph Payne. We don't have any information on his parents. Edna Cleo Burleson, her father was Robert Ansel Burleson, born in 1600. It says born in 1600 in North Carolina, but there was no established colony in 1600 North Carolina. Died in 1668 in North Carolina, so that's possible, but some misinformation there. He was not born in 1600 North Carolina. His wife, again it says Margie Calloway, born in 1602, it says North Carolina, but again there was no settlement in North Carolina at that time, and died in 1691 in Rappahannock, Virginia, at the age of about 89 years old. James Coggleshall, no information on his parents. Mary Bull, her father was Jira Bull, he was postmaster, born in 1638 in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, died in 1684 in Rhode Island. Married to Elizabeth God's Gift Arnold, born in 1638 in Rhode Island, died in 1691 in Rhode Island. Anthony Sprigg, his father was Anthony Sprigg, and I only know about him, he died in 1719. Must have been pretty old. His wife was Elizabeth Bartlett, born in 1643, died either 1712 or 1713 in Massachusetts, so about 70. Anthony Sprague's wife was Mary Tilden there. Her father, Thomas Tilden, that's all we know about him. His mother was Mary Holmes Tilden, or Mary's mother was Mary Holmes Tilden, born in 1640 in Massachusetts, died in 1705 in Massachusetts. And that's probably going to do it for this week, so next week we'll get right back into it. I figure this could be 3 videos long. Hopefully you found that interesting and found some new information. Just a long way back there, and it keeps on going. This week's sponsor, Self-Cut and Style. It's supposed to be an automatic hair cutting and styling machine at home. From what I understand, it's pretty simple to operate. Only a few steps, they tell me. So let's watch that video.
Ever thought about cutting your own hair? Let me introduce you to the Self Haircut and Style Kit. Trust me, it will change your life. Picture this: no more awkward salon visits or waiting weeks for an appointment. With this kit, you can achieve that fresh look from the comfort of your home. It's easy to use. Step 1. Scan a picture of the hairstyle you want. Step 2. Take a selfie and upload to the device. Step 3. Press the button to start the process. Step 4. Take the included calming medicine to make sure you don't move unnecessarily. Step 5. Place your head in the machine. Step 6. Take your head back out when prompted. Step 7. While out of the machine, wash your hair with the special shampoo. Step 8. Wait until your hair dries. Step 9. Place your head back in the device. Step 10. Stay perfectly still and weaning perfectly. Step 11. Have a phone or friend nearby to call 911 if you can't stay perfectly still. Step 12. Remove your head from the device. Step 13. Wait 24 hours for your hair to readjust. Step 14. Wash your hair with the second special shampoo for styling. Step 15. Dry your hair completely. Step 16. Place your head back in the device for the styling. Note: staying perfectly motionless is helpful, but not completely necessary. Step 17. Remove your head and enjoy your new style. Step 18. Do not wash your hair for a minimum of 72 hours. I was skeptical at first, but after my first try, I was blown away. The device is the picture of precision for that perfect cut every time. Plus, the freedom to experiment with styles. Absolutely liberating. And it only takes 2 days. So, if you're ready to take control of your hair game, check out the link and get yourself haircut and style kit today. You won't regret it.
Well, next week, Lord willing, we're going to continue looking at the Generation 13 back from today. At Mom's family, the center side, and it's gone back to S, and I think it's going to stay that way. Until then, dear friends, be kind to one another. Share us on Facebook. Stay safe. Stay well. But whatever else you do, stay Hubbard. Peace out.